electric Kyler Murray. You can't ask for much more than his last game, a 5-touchdown effort. It's the Bears and the Huskies, and it's coming up next on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, Week 12 of the NFL season is upon us, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the Huskies of Anchorage. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and partner, look at this Anchorage team entering play. And losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Bears, they've been cooking these last couple months. Winners of 7 of their last 8 games.
And if you extrapolate that out to a full season, they'd be 14-2. And anyone in the NFL today would...
Is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by a guy certainly still trying to prove himself here in the league, the young rookie quarterback.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw 1 touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see it.
There he goes, right side. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Looking to throw. Bonner. And he's got it. Complete to Fowler. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it'll be second down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. A quick throw, but incomplete. You look at this Bears defense. They played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
And the big difference in the game, their ability to force turnovers. Multiple, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, the big difference in the game.
It was impressive. Now the question, can they duplicate it? No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down. Delayed give there out of the gun. Defense was ready.
And I'm not a big fan of a draw play out of the shotgun formation because the quarterback's not having much action where he's getting away from the line of scrimmage. He's catching the football, making a little head fake, and then handing it off. You should be able to read it as they did there.
And that will hit and continue on out of bounds. So here are the Bears backed up to start their initial drive. They will be led out by the Heisman Trophy winner from 2018, drafted #1 overall the subsequent year, Kyler Murray.
Not sure what you thought, but I thought it was appropriate when he walked into our meeting with his arm totally encased in ice because he threw 5 touchdown passes last week and won the NFC Offensive Player of the Week award.
Yeah, but reading the paper this morning, and he said, gosh, I actually thought I should have got 6 or 7. But still, it was an amazing performance a week ago.
Boy, I tell you what, if he thought he should have had 6 or 7, that's a guy's an absolute perfectionist, not just greedy.
So still backed up, but the situation not as dire now. 1st and 10 at the 14. The throw over the middle taken in, and he works it across the 25 before being tackled. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down for the Bears. Now a handoff up the middle. Sherman, and he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. The numbers for him from a week ago, 23 carries, 104 yards, and a score as well.
Just an excellent performance from them on the ground last week, and that speaks to an offense that is operating at a high level on all fronts. Of course, That man running the ball, he's just seeing the field so well. But don't forget about his offensive line. They've really asserted their will out there and are confident they can repeat it again this week.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. 3rd down and 1. Now a give right side. It's Sherman. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
On 4th down, here's Presley Harvin on to punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. Shreds him with his stiff arm. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 25 yards to pick up there, and also a 1st down. They had a chance to limit his yardage, but he was able to fight off that tackle.
So it's not just the responsibility of the guys who missed the tackles along the way. It's all 11 on defense, able to stop this guy. Unable to do it on that play. They've got to find a way. How about his ability to break through and gain that yardage?
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Operating from the gun, Bonner. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's got room. Has some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. 44 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries. On 1st and 10, Bonner. We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter down, it's our home team with possession as they go to work on a 1st and goal. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here, we do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Holding offense.
So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement, and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
All right, Captain. It's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you've kind of run out of your running plays. Fire another one into the end zone.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Smart move to throw that one away. You're in field goal range, so you definitely don't want to be loose with the ball. And that's great work by this defense to force a 4th down.
And his kick is indeed good, and it's 3-0 here in the second quarter. Well, both teams kind of feeling each other out here. Now after 3 drives, we have a score with that field goal.
Yeah, they're still waiting for their breakout drive to come to them, all right? They're using the playbook well. They're looking for that extra section that says touchdowns instead of field goals. But they'll take the 3 for now and try and get set up for more later.
And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. And if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They are guarding against the upset.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 14 yards that time, and a first down on the keeper. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there and worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. And he is caught. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Offense is moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Here's Murray from midfield. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Sherman. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
This will wind up a loss on the play, and that will bring up 3rd and 1. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. Here now, 3rd and a yard. Here's Murray. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. Throwing again, Murray. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. To throw, it's Murray. That's to the sideline and pulled in. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bears will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. That could be an important swing right there. A touchdown in the final minute of the half to take the lead.
And I like the point you just made there. Could be an important swing because now that they have the lead, if they can carry that into the locker room at the half, they'll feel really good about what they accomplished in the first 2 quarters.
But Tyler Bass on for the extra point attempt. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. This offense back to work now late in this first half. A slim deficit here in a 1-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3, and take some momentum into the locker room. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds. It looks like right out the 4. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Back to throw. Bonner. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
No sense risking anything there on first down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who can make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, that was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
They'll look to throw again. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, bye weeks, they're over. We've once again got a full slate of games to get to as we take you around the NFL here in Week 12. We'll start our tour out in the City of Angels, Los Angeles. And it's the Panthers who are out in front. John Mechie, a touchdown reception. From there, we make the trip east as we head all the way to Jacksonville to check on the Jags. And they were losers in that game as they fall to the visiting Kansas City Chiefs. Patrick Mahomes, 5 touchdown passes, leading his guys to the victory. Finally, let's get to Philadelphia. Check on the Eagles at home at Lincoln Financial Field. And they were victorious in that one over the visiting San Francisco 49ers. DeAndre Swift, a touchdown run in the victory.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. And he returns this to the 22. So here are the Bears to take over on offense. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. From the 31, here comes 2nd and a yard. Murray now running right on the option. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And a solid job using his legs. 16 yards and a first down on the keeper.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And his throw is going to be incomplete. This defense trying to do its part, active hands on that play, but their offense hasn't given them much to work with.
So they're not going to worry about it. On their side of the ball, all they're concerned about, can they create some scoring opportunities and help out that offense?
And he'll hit the deck, but he did not get there. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
I'm actually looking at this play with defensive eyes here, partner, because they were still laser focused on him after his earlier exploits on this drive. I think they went back to the well just a little bit too soon. He got across the line of scrimmage, but they certainly weren't giving up much more than that.
46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally, because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. Catch number 44 on the year. It's a first down.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you make curl a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Hold in here, Caldwell. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Here's a give up the middle. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's the 2nd and 8. Off play action. Bonner. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 35. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Bonner. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. Gets this one to Hill. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 19. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Back to throw. Bonner. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've only converted once in 4 tries. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. For the sideline, and he will have the 1st down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Operating from the gun, Bonner. Oh, no, he lost the football. Fortunate to get that football back because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points, but the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
Very fortunate to get another shot. Here's 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. Bonner. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Back to throw. Bonner. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. And they've now made 2 trips to the red zone and still looking for their 1st touchdown.
Not able to punch it in, and if you're on defense, your confidence is sky high. Because mentally, you're saying, hey, you're in the red zone. We're thinking we're giving up 3. We just want to give up 6. In this case, they end up not giving up the touchdown at all. They've got to feel great about what they got done.
55 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. This 2nd and 4. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Sherman, and tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. From the gun, Murray. They would have gotten the conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down inbounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
A 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. Out comes Anchorage to take over offensively. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. They'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Looking to throw. Bonner. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Operating from the gun, Bonner. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The lines move there, look like nobody open, now 2nd down. Another try, 2nd and 10 now. Throwing again, Bonner. Flush to his right. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the 1st down marker. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. Boy, here's a big one. You can just feel it. This is 3rd down now. Back to throw. Bonner. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Back to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down.
And they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. He's back to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
Brandon's okay what they're doing right now. Still able to work the middle of the field, but you know sooner or later they're going to have to stop the clock.
He'll look to throw. Rolling to his... He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th. Wow! Wow! Charles, what a big drive late in the 4th quarter to take this lead.
And normally you're really excited if your offense has the ball late in the game. I think this crew is really excited to have their defense go back out there because they haven't surrendered a point in the 4th quarter yet. They've helped make this comeback possible with their defensive play. Now they get a chance to finish this game off.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Edmonds, he's just going to sit on this one, and that'll be a touchback. So now the Bears down 10-7, exactly 1 minute remaining. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down. Well, a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. Inside a minute to go. Here's 2nd and 10 now. Back to throw. Murray. Paul bringing it in. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. 2 timeouts still available in this final minute. It's 1st and 10 now. Murray to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his health. Got to totally command and make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
To throw is Murray. Going to throw right side here, complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. Now the defense going to use the 1st of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to potentially send us to overtime. And his kick here is good. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
At their own 23-yard line.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. And we need overtime to decide this one after 4 quarters of play. We're all even. The extra session in a moment. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Chicago offense set to get started. And everyone knows the OT rules, Charles, but pretty simple formula. They go down and get a field goal, we continue play, but if they can find the end zone on this possession, ball game over.
And as meticulously as all teams plan for a game, I don't doubt for a second on that offense coordinator's play sheet, he's got some overtime plays that he wants to run. I know it sounds crazy, but they plan for everything. 1st and 10 all the way throughout the game, 2nd and 7, whatever. Right now, he's looking at that play sheet saying, if we get to overtime, what can we break out that they haven't seen?
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. What they say, it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line.
Well, he's had success running the football in this one, and that's undeniable. But that time, the defense was on to it.
And, partner, I think the more you see a play like this, the more they're able to diagnose it quicker and easier for them to defend it. I think you have to dress it up a little bit and show maybe some different formations and looks.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. A huge play there in overtime. 43 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Here's Murray. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Watts. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied. We'll play only the one overtime here. If time runs out, it'll be a tie as they come up on 2nd down. Throwing now is Murray. Over the middle, complete. It's Reed.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. And I know you with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settle it because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. 3rd and 1, trying to keep this drive in overtime going. A big one coming up. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. Murray going to throw. And this will be caught. It's a touchdown. And absolute stunned silence here as they have come in and stolen this one in overtime.
And for the visitors, it is going to be a happy flight home. It is always such a treat, Charles, in the NFL when you can go on the road and get a victory, and that's exactly what they accomplished here today.
Oh, the trip home so much sweeter, isn't it? All the noise they heard before, how tough it is to win on the road, how tough it is to play in this stadium, how hyped up that crowd's going to be. They just used it as fuel. Came in full of confidence, believed in themselves, and got it done.
So for the Bears, they continue to make their case for the playoffs as they move to 9-3. And they will head back home next week.
Meanwhile, for Anchorage,
they've fallen out of things now as they sink to 3-8. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Seahawks in Seattle. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.